Hi guys, you're welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Yvonne Princess Shabangu. If you are new here, you're welcome to like, subscribe, share, and comment. And voila, you're part of the graceful, the beautiful, and the wonderful family. Guys, I don't know if my voice is awkward, but we had one hell of a weekend, so please don't mind my voice because it might be a bit horsey. So yeah, today we're back with another video, and today I am speaking on take a guess. I'm sure you guys know what has been trending, so I thought let me just review the situation and put in my 2 cents, right? But anyway, as you know, this channel is all about positivity, it's all about growth, it's all about seeing the good even in bad situations. So we're going to review the situation between Will and Chris, right? Who am I not to say something during this time, because I see a lot of people had a lot to say, you know? So I thought let's bring it to YouTube. Let's have conversations, because many other times I've always had to defend my favorite people, because I really have favorite people that are bold, that are put on a pedestal, seem to be too perfect, and all of that, right? And half the time I'm always defending to say, no, you can say this person is so perfect and all of that, but at the end of the day, before everything, they are human. I remember at some point, I'm such a Mpumi Lidwaba stan, like with everything I am, she could make mistakes and all of that, but I love her with everything I am. I remember there was a situation with the Yols where there was a friendship breakup, and a lot of people kept on bashing Mpumi and all that. And my friends that know that I love Mpumi kept on sending messages, what do you have to say about your fave, since people are saying this? I'm like, people may perceive her. First of all, we're not responsible for how people perceive us. Secondly, you cannot, as a human being, decide how a person must react to a situation, especially if you're not in their shoes, right? And thirdly, people decide how they want to see you. If a person can decide they want to see you as a bad person, even if you are a good person. So I was like, and also again, she's human before everything. Yes, she has her own, like, I'm always against putting people on a pedestal. Don't put people in a bubble where you feel like they can never make mistakes, they can never react a certain way. When you take those people and you put them in a corner where you're like, no, these ones, they can't say this, they can't be mad, and you can't decide how people respond to stuff, honestly. Really, because they're our favorites, would like them to respond a certain way, but you can't decide that. And I'm not saying people should just get away with being out of character, but it's very, very important that we understand that we don't control these human beings. Even if they're celebrities, even if they're well known, they are still human before everything, meaning they will have shortfalls, they will make mistakes, you know? So I thought to myself, let me review this whole thing, this whole incident that happened with Will and Chris and all of that. I saw a lot of people saying, also, I don't understand why people are putting this on Jada. They're like, Jada is responsible for this, Jada wears the pants in the relationship. Already you can see there's chaos happening. I feel like as a people we can do better, because already you can see there's chaos happening. Now you want to take that chaos and also pin it on Jada and start digging deep on things that happened in her past. Yes, she's a public figure, those things are going to happen, but I think even if one individual resists from trying to say negative things, it can make a difference, because you can be like, oh no, anyway, everyone is now saying bad things about Jada, let me contribute. You never know, maybe your last contribution can actually break her down into pieces, you know? So it's very, very, very important, guys, that we are not participators of negative vibes for whatever reason. Sometimes I think rather have a venting journal whereby you can vent and vent and vent, or vent with your friends, or say your horrible things to your friends, like, oh, you know what, so I felt about the situation, but don't put it in a public space, because you don't know also what you're perpetrating. I remember this one time my pastor once said to me, sometimes when we act, we don't realize that there's a million of people that look up to us. So you may never know that your one south action can influence another person to actually do the worst, or think it's okay to do a certain thing, right? So it is very, very important that we resist from contributing to negative energy. If there's anything I'm learning or trying to learn right now, if a situation really gets negative and I see that I'm going to lose my cool, I blue tick, I move, and I come back when I'm okay, right? I don't like the whole pressure they put on Jada. Yes, maybe Jada rolled her eyes and all of that, like people are insinuating that after Jada rolled her eyes, Will acted up and all of that, Will decided to hate Chris and all of that. Could have been the case, but also it's not your business to turn that upside down and make it a very, very chaotic situation, because already it is a chaotic situation, you know, it is. And also Chris had no right whatsoever. I saw somebody on Twitter saying, Chris is a comedian, what's so special about Jada? Everything is special about her, and also everything is special about you. So just because Chris is able to joke and make jokes about other people's conditions and stuff like that, it doesn't mean it's okay for him to make jokes about Jada and all of that. If it hurt her feelings, you can't invalidate her and say, no, Chris is a joker, it's understandable, it's a joker. He can make other jokes, but must keep it, that must stay away from Jada, you know. Or even just, I know myself, like, you know, we can drag each other to a certain extent. There's things where I'm just like, no, keep my name out of your mouth, you know, because certain jokes, really, guys, they really do trigger you, especially if you've been through the most with a certain condition and stuff like that. So really, it doesn't make sense. Like, I feel like Chris was out of line, and considering that the whole world knows Jada's condition, you know, like, it wasn't called for. If that's the kind of comedian he is, well, unfortunate, I don't know, for him or for me, because I think I don't resonate with people that joke about people's circumstances, especially saddening circumstances, you know. It was really off, right? And then let's come to Will's reaction, because I'm sure all of you have been waiting to say, what do you have to say about Will? Because Will is also my favorite. Like, I'm an old-time Will stan, from like Prince of Bel, like, you know what, from Fantuha. Like, I'm a stan. I love Will. I wouldn't have recommended that he did that, you know. It was out of character. But also, I don't also agree with the whole world dragging him the way they did, right? Because I mean, he's also human, and some things trigger you and you act without thinking, right? And it was out of character, but always remember that celebrities are human before every other thing, which means they will make mistakes, which means every now and then they will act out of character, which is why you can't put people on pedestals, because when they do something wrong, you're gonna feel like you're so entitled for them to explain, you're gonna feel like they betrayed you, whatever the case may be. So expect people to make mistakes here and there, you know. It is understandable, right? So I love that also Will apologized. He woke up and decided, you know what, I've been preaching kindness, I've been preaching love, I've been preaching harmony, you know, I've been that person, and I shouldn't have done that. He acknowledged his mistake, and he actually did what? He apologized, you know. And only a few people can do that. Some people would rather let the beef go on for years, but I commend him for actually taking up his time and actually say, you know what, it doesn't matter what people are going to think, it doesn't matter how big I am as Will Smith, I am going to see the wrong I did, and I am going to apologize. Because also at some point, it's also very controversial, considering that he is such a person who's for love, who's for kindness, who's for peace, who's for harmony, and for him to be in such an incident, so everyone was like, oh my god. But I don't like the fact that people started bashing him, people started dragging Jada and all of that. It was just so uncalled for. It wasn't good at all, right? So I am really glad that he apologized, and that is the Will you guys expect. That is the Will that you guys are entitled to, because you feel like he's a perfect human being. So I'm sure many of you are happy that he apologized. I'm not sure if you are going to make him trend again for his apology, since you made him trend for his reaction, right? And then also there's one beautiful quote from Denzel that he said to Will, to say, be careful when you are at your greatest. I'm not sure if I'm quoting it verbatim, but the idea was, be careful when you are in your greatest moments, because that's when the devil catches you out. And in conclusion of this video, I leave you with this: never let the devil catch you sleeping. Never, in any season. Every season of your life, whether good, bad, low, high, always be praying, always nurture a relationship with God, always maintain a good relationship with God, because the devil is an opportunist. I always say this. You know, it's so funny that my friends and I on Saturday, we're having the same conversation to say one thing about the devil: when he sees a loophole, he just interjects. So you can never be caught sleeping. He has to catch you praying. He has to catch you woke. He has to catch you kind. He has to catch you at your best. You know, just stay prayed up, be soaked in prayer, be soaked in the Holy Spirit, you know, be guided, be shielded, be protected. And without further ado, Please don't forget to subscribe, like, share, and comment. And do not forget to be love. Do not forget to be kindness. And do not forget to be light. And don't forget to pray for another person. Stay prayed up and be careful how you react to things at your greatest moments, because that is when the devil catches you up. Catch you in another episode of Before Everything I Am Human.